Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching and listening to Historian Radio's Echoes of the News, and I am Muhammad Hussain Qazi, and these are today's headlines from the past. On this day, the 12th of November in 1919, the first flight from England to Australia began from Hounslow with Ross and Smith in a Vickers Vimy, and they would land safely on the 13th of December 1919, one of the first flights to take place between the United Kingdom and Australia. Truly, this would be a significant date in the history of aviation. Continuing on this date, in 1923, Adolf Hitler was arrested after his failed beer hall putsch. This would be one of the most iconic moments in the rise of Adolf Hitler, as he was known for using his court proceedings as moments of displaying his political views and furthering anti Semitic behavior and sentiments. He appealed to the judges, and his jail sentence is regarded to have been more of a luxurious stay than imprisonment, where he would also find the time to write his book Mein Kampf, or My Struggles. Therefore, the date of his arrest truly remains to be a historical date. Moving forward, on this day in 1974, a salmon was caught in the Thames, the first since 1840. Truly an intriguing and an interesting headline from the ones that we usually discuss on this broadcast. And finally, in 1987, Van Gogh's irises sold for a then world record of £30.2 million. He had painted it while a patient at the St. Remy Lunatic Asylum. This painting that he would make at the St. Remy Lunatic Asylum would truly be one of the most significant and interesting paintings that he had ever made, and its sale for this record high price at the time would truly be a significant moment in the history of auctioning. Now we move on to the next segment of our show, where we recount the famous births and deaths of famous figures from the 19th and 20th centuries and sometimes earlier. Born on this day in 1866 was Sun Yat-sen, the first president of the Republic of China, the father of modern China, who would be a central figure in the movement to depose the Manchu dynasty. Therefore, his establishment as president of the First Republic of China would truly be a significant moment in contemporary Chinese history. Continuing on this date, in 1929, Grace Kelly, Princess Grace of Monaco later on, but one of the most iconic faces of Hollywood, was born on this day. She is remembered for her role in movies like High Society and Country Girl and Mogambo. And she is also remembered as the wife of Prince Rene III, the ruler of Monaco, and did much to revive the country's fortunes as well. Therefore, she is remembered in Monaco as princess and in the world as one of the most iconic figures of Hollywood history. Dare I say, Hollywood royalty. And unfortunately, on this day, in 1835, Canute II, the King of England and Denmark from 1016, who put Viking chiefs in charge of Northumbria and East Anglia, died on this day. And on that unfortunate note, we conclude today's headlines of the day. You are watching and listening to Historian Radio's Echoes of the News, and I am Muhammad Hussain Qazi, and these are today's headlines as history first heard them. Good night.